Music Theory, a complete course from grades 1 to 5. Lesson 27, Grouping of Rests. As with the grouping of notes, rests also should be grouped a beat at a time. In these three bars, each time signature has a crotchet beat, and so the rests are grouped a crotchet at a time. The slashes you see here above the stave indicate where the beats are. In these two bars, the beats are not crotchets. In 3/8 time, there is a quaver beat, and so the rests are grouped a quaver at a time. And in 3/2 time, there is a minim beat, and so the rests are grouped a minim at a time. Now here are some examples of where the rests go over different beats. In the first example, the first semiquaver rest is in a different beat to the second semiquaver rest, and so they cannot be combined into a single quaver rest, but they should be written as two separate semiquaver rests. In the same way, in the second example, the first semiquaver rest finishes off the first crotchet beat, but then the following quaver rest belongs to the second beat. So these two rests must be written separately because they are part of different beats. There are two other rules at this stage which you should remember. A whole bar of rest in any of the time signatures you have learned up to now always gets a semi-breve rest. And secondly, the first half or the second half of a 4/4 bar can be replaced by a minim rest, but the middle two beats of a 4/4 bar cannot be replaced by a minim rest. They have to be written as two separate crotchet rests. Now let's see how much you have understood. In these 4 bars, what rest or rests would be needed to complete the bar? In the first bar, which is in 3/2 time, there are 2 minims already written, and so a minim rest would be needed to complete the bar like this. In the second bar, cut time means 2 minims in a bar, and you already have 1.5 crotchets, so you would need a quaver to finish off the first minim in that bar, and then a minim rest to finish the second minim in that bar. In the third example, in 3/8 time, you have a dotted quaver, 1.5 quavers. So to finish off the second quaver, you would need a semiquaver rest, and then to complete the third quaver, a separately written quaver rest, like this. And finally, in 4/4 time, you have 1 crotchet already written, so you would need a second crotchet to finish the first half of the bar. And then remember, you can use a minim rest in the second half of the bar. So the answer would look like this. Now, I'll see you in the next video by clicking the card on the left, or if you want more practice on this topic, click the card on the right.